going to finish things this week with the distance formula. Distance formula is d equals the square root of the quantity x minus x squared plus the quantity y minus y squared. All right, so deal with what's inside, then take care of the radical. So we go ahead, we plug it in, label them if you want, it doesn't matter, it's up to you. But when we plug it in, I'm personally going to go 5 plus 7, square it, 5 minus negative 7, minus the negative turns into a plus, I'm going to go the same order, so I'm going to go 9 plus 7 squared as well. Simplify it, takes as many steps as you need. 5 plus 7 is 12, 12 squared. 9 plus 7 is 16, 16 squared. Dealing with some bigger numbers, and that's okay. 12 squared is 144. 16 squared is 256. Add them. We get square root of 400. 400 is actually a perfect square, whether we realize it or not. I always try and take square root first, see if it works out for me. It ends up being 20. So the distance between these 2 points is 20 units. Distance is always positive. You cannot have a negative distance. You just go 20 units in a different direction. So your answer is always going to be positive in these. No plus or minuses, no deciding what sign's what. Next one. I'm just going to look at 3 examples here, just like the midpoint formula. Plug it in. I'm going to go 5 minus 0, square it, plus 1 plus 5, square it. We get simplified a little bit. We get 5 squared plus 6 squared. 5 squared is 25. 6 squared is 36. Add them together, we get 61. That cannot simplify at all. So our distance is the square root of 61 units. And our unit of measurement is just units. It's the scale of what's on the coordinate plane. So we had a radical that was a perfect square. So we got 20 as our first answer. We have a radical that couldn't reduce in the second answer. Let's check out our third example here. We go through, we plug it in. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go 9 minus 3 this time, square it. And that means I'm going to go 10 minus 8 and then square it. Do the reducing. 9 minus 3 is 6 squared, plus 10 minus 8 is 2 squared. 36 plus 4. We get 40. Now this is a radical that can simplify. The square root of 40, we can break it up into square root of 4 and square root of 10. So that's going to be 2 radical 10. So your distance between those 2 points is 2 radical 10. Now these 2 formulas are going to help us out and going to be coming into play next week when we look at circles and their equations. So this is just kind of getting us warmed up for next week. But that's it for this.